sound. It should be good and live.
Corgi, is it my splits on screen?
You have your
No,
own
that's
on your
yours.
screen.
And the streams are mixed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I mix them up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did the thing.
Nope, my bad. All right, they're reversed. Good catch. All right, so whenever you're ready.
Sure, I
Whenever
guess.
Hold on. I'm doing like a final audio test. If people are loud enough.
We were ready first.
Okay. Wait, are we starting?
Wait, wait,
Wait.
Okay, I
let
turned
me
off my push to talk. Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay.
Alright.
Who wants to do a countdown? Apparently, this stream is super quiet for people.
Oh,
So-
hold on. I'll have to.
Apparently, this stream is super quiet for people.
Could possibly be on the restreaming end.
I've got your stream turned up to max volume, so I don't think
I'll
so.
just raise my volume then, and I'll go deaf so people can actually hear the game and stuff.
Good guy, Cordy.
I mean, as a disclaimer, it's
Alright. Are we ready?
Yeah, I guess. So,
Jack? Countdown?
Hello?
Count it down, Jack.
whenever.
Oh, I'm counting down.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So, yeah, good luck to both of you. So this is Halo CE, aka Halo 1, on the hardest difficulty. Between Cordiaxiz and Chronos. Both good runners, hopefully good performance. But anything can happen. Oh god, my delay's huge. Yeah, so we start off on POA, leaving a cryopod. I've just been woke up. Rude awakening. Enemies are killing them or something. Oh, and they get chief up. So, because it's legendary, you skip the tutorial. And just run straight to the bridge, where you go meet Captain Keys, where you get your first weapon, which has no bullets. And yeah, this level...
SMH.
Dude, I'm very delayed right now. Oh my god. And I'm just refreshing the streams.
Are you watching the streams directly? Or just
I'm
the...
trying to. Directly, yeah.
It's probably best.
It just takes like a year to load, and then when it loads, I'm like 20 seconds behind. But yeah, this level is like just over 4 minutes long. It's just a lot of walking, minimal killing.
A lot of
Because it's legendary,
nades.
there's some. Yeah. Because if I. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think nades drop on this level on easy.
Yeah, and there's no nades until the very end section on easy.
Yeah, so we get some nades to play with on legendary, which is pretty cool. There's some cool grenade jumps and whatnot.
That that Marine tried to kill me. Oh my god.
I can't watch directly, it's too laggy. That sucks. I'm gonna be experiencing this with you guys. I'm gonna be like 10 seconds behind. So yeah, you'll see on Cordiaxiz. So Cordiaxiz is on the right screen and Chronos is on the left. So you'll see Cordiaxiz, he just threw those grenades as soon as he went around the corner to kill them grunts and whatnot. So he was walking the same place, just get rid of all of them. And like I said, because it's legendary, you just die very quickly. Very, very quickly. I say that as he's like barged into 7 enemies.
I didn't get
Functionable.
a grenade to kill them. And they're alerted. I'm having very bad RNG.
Same. I have no
Ew.
checkpoint, by the way.
Either.
Okay,
I'm
that's-
good though.
That elite, like, didn't die at all. Heck.
First
Played Halo
mission, we're
before?
just gonna be throwing a lot of grenades, killing as we go, hoping we don't die.
Yeah, if you played Halo before, you might know the noob combo, which is used very heavily, especially on this level and the second level. It's used a bit, which is one weapon, a plasma pistol. You can overcharge it, and when you hit an enemy with that, it just takes away all their shields. So those big guys, they're like usually blue or red. They have shields. If you hit them once with that, and then swaps your pistol, it's just an insta kill.
I actually have not a single checkpoint on this level. This is terrible luck.
Miss
boy.
checkpoint glitch. Already showing
Checkpoint
itself.
If I
glitch.
die, it's gonna be terrible, but hopefully not. You shouldn't die here. Yeah, I should be good as long as I don't choke ending really badly.
So yeah, since Chronos doesn't have a checkpoint, he's got to play super safe, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just getting checkpoint glitch like that, especially on the first level. Hopefully, we don't see that happen again.
Especially on library.
Oh god, yeah.
That would be yikes.
So there was like one skip on this level which I didn't mention, but I don't know if you got it, Cordy, the maintenance skip.
I did not know. I got keys trolled.
And damn, and Chronos couldn't get it because it relies on a checkpoint. So like they'll try and get a checkpoint on that door Chronos just waited at. You'll get a checkpoint, revert at a certain time, and try and skip. I think it's you skip some dialogue, and then the door just opens quicker.
Is it just me, or is my stream way delayed on the current stream right now?
Could be.
Because I'm on Halo, and
Oh,
the
you are not on
thing
Halo?
on screen is like a minute
You want me to
behind.
refresh it, Chronos?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not
Alright.
sure why it's like so far back.
yeah, you see on Cordy's screen, he's on the second level Halo, which we just got done with walking for 4.5 minutes, and we're gonna do some more walking for another minute and a half. Oh yeah, Chronos is caught up now. They're both on Halo. So at the start, there was meant to go over a bridge, and then a banshee was gonna chase him and shoot him, and enemies were gonna spawn. But you saw on Cordiaxiz's screen, he went on a rock, did a grenade jump, skipped it all. So he skips some enemy spawn, saves a bit of time, win-win. And as he goes around this corner, there's going to be the first tower clear. There's a bunch of dropships, and you have to kill every single enemy from these dropships. Now you can walk past it and just skip it, The problem is, clearing this area gives you a vehicle, which is way faster. It's way faster to clear this area and get the vehicle and drive than just running. And there is a couple things you're going to notice they're going to do here. So they're going to clear this first group of enemies. Then they'll kill some marines, because dialogue. And when the spirits are going to come down, they always come down in the same area at the same time. Well, if you kill everything properly, same time. But they always come down in the same area. And you can skip one of the dropships. The dropship skip. Very original name. So instead of... How many dropships is it? You fight 4? Not, like, you fight 4, but if you don't get skip, you get 5, right?
I think
4
so.
and
We don't really.
Wait.
We just go to the ship and kill it.
just
So
go
we
fast.
I don't remember.
You get one less dropship if you get a skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to get that, you just need to spawn kill them pretty quickly. So you'll see them do some like pretty nifty nade lineup later on, or maybe now. I don't know how big the delay is. You'll see some cool nades. You'll see them shooting at the ship as well, which looks like it does nothing, but you can headshot the grunts like through a tiny little gap in the ship. So hopefully they can both get dropship skip.
Can these? Okay, that's dumb. My plasma didn't kill a
Oh.
single elite there, and my overcharges are just not tracking.
That's rough.
After Reaver didn't get.
So yeah, dropship skip saved, what was it, like 15, 20 seconds?
30.
30? Wow, okay, I'm wrong.
Well,
But yeah, it's totally worth.
I think it's 20 if you do it perfectly, but like both clears. But generally, if you miss drop skip, the second clear is like impossible. It's so difficult. Like the extra ship, it's probably the hardest ship to deal with.
it's like 2 jackals, 1 or 2 elites, and 4 grunts.
Yeah, so it's super important to skip. So yeah, we can see Cordy's got the skip. There'll be a dropship that spawns basically where the second dropship spawned. And yeah, as they said, it is like the hardest one. Just many dropships loaded at once, and because you kill them so quick, like one of the old ones hasn't deloaded before the new ones can spawn. Some weird limitation on this game. Yeah, because they've cleared all this, they're gonna get a Warhog, first vehicle we see them drive, and they're gonna keep it for like the rest of the level pretty much. And drive through some natural formations.
True. One thing we have been doing throughout these 1.5 levels is something called backpack reloading, which only works in Halo CE, where you can press your reload button twice and then swap weapons, and it will continue reloading while it's in your backpack, pretty much.
Yeah, that's used throughout the whole game. That's a very important one. Good show. So you'll rarely see them like actually reload. It'll all be done in their pockets. So yeah, coming up on Cordy's screen, because Chronos had that checkpoint, it's not end of the world, but it's not great. So you shouldn't be too bad. But you'll see on Cordy's screen, he's going to come up to a giant open room where you have to activate a bridge. And there's... I don't know what causes it, I don't think anyone does. Nice alert. Shoutouts to him. Yeah, there's a bridge you have to activate, and I don't know if it's just like incredibly unlucky to get it, but you can get a cutscene which will just waste a ton of time. So you'll see Cordiaxiz throws like that grenade way off into the distance when he presses the button, because there's an elite over there that will just kill you as well. And you'll see he also shoots the Marines, and I'm not like 100% sure why. I don't know if you guys know that.
It's because in the first area, you leave your hog behind while you enter the building, and that marine can start shooting and pull like all the elites to be near your hog.
Yeah, basically it attracts enemies if you have the Marine in the back, so you just want to kill him to be safe. Or otherwise, when you walk out, you'll die to like a lot of enemies a lot of time because they're already aggroed. Versus if you're not shooting at all, you just basically walk right past them.
So that guy in the turret served his purpose. But that's not the only Marine they're gonna kill this level.
Yep.
There's a small handful more. The whole thing on this level is you're meant to go to, is it 3 different locations and save with the Marines? They're gonna go to the first location and just kill them all. They'll go to the second one, murder them in cold blood again. And the third one, they keep them.
Well,
Some of them.
the
They
first
help
one
them,
we
yeah.
kill them. The second one we watch them die. Kind
Oh, we
of.
kill them as well up top.
And
You
like
kill
murder
them
them.
up top. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the other ones, they just don't get help. Die.
Okay, that's a little bit better than you killing them, I guess.
You kill their like best squad member and then
The
let
best
them
chance of
die.
surviving, you kill.
Which is the sniper
Yes.
marine. Sniper marine is the best marine ever.
You'll see as well, probably on Chronos' screen now. Cordy's already done it, but they will jump out the Warhog and grab a sniper and then jump straight back in. Try and lose minimal time. Because that sniper is just very powerful. They'll use that mainly on their teammates and also the enemies at the end. It's also very important that every Marine dies here in these first and second areas. Because if one Marine's left alive, you'll have to like... Everyone calls it a soft lock, but it just loses like way too much time. But I think you just have to like go back and finish the area
Yeah.
if you leave Marine alive. Which that's like a chunk of minutes.
Soft lock is usually when your marines are angry with you.
So you see on Cordy's screen, he's just murdered them. Chronos is coming up to it. And now Cordy, we head into the third area, where you'll keep them around.
And where you can see how bad I am at sniping.
Marines get angry when Chief kills them. They can't be angry if they're dead.
So yeah, we've been killing them mostly with grenades and the second area when they were distracted, which allows them to not get angry with us because the grenades get counted as accidents. Just very unfortunate, deadly accident.
Misplaced grenades.
Misplaced.
Yeah, that's just because it's a lot harder to accidentally like kill Marines by shooting them. Whereas like they kind of expected players will throw grenades and Marines might like run into the grenade or something. So instead of punishing the player, they just let it slide. So yeah, Cordy's in the third area now. Chronos is coming up to it. There'll be one dropship coming down. They'll just kill every enemy in here, and then wait for the level to end. And then this will be the second level done, and the third level is a little bit more tricky compared
Here
to
we
these
have
first two.
the best Covenant pilot bonking into the mountain.
How did that shot miss? You're joking. Okay.
And now we have one of the harder levels in the run to get a very fast time on.
Yeah, this next level, Truth and Reconciliation, can be very unforgiving. so carrying over from Halo, the Marine killing, you guys do that as well, right? At the start of TNR? You'll,
I don't.
I
you
It's
don't.
a
guys don't?
different strat.
It's a very like it's not difficult in a way, but it's just like I mean it is way more difficult than just the standard camo strats, and you end up having a lot less health. So, especially if you're not good at sniping, it's really rough.
It's just, I don't know how much faster it is, but it's like
10 seconds.
it's 10 seconds.
It's like 10
Yeah.
to 15 seconds because you just skip grabbing the camo.
I die to a needle. Yeah. I always die here every time.
The start of TNR is probably the toughest section of the level in terms of just random combat shenanigans that can kill you. Especially needlers or the random, like, grunts.
Or elites surviving 3 sniper shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fastest way to get through this area is just to run through it, pretty much. There's no required enemies until you get to like this end of the first, until you get to the end of the first area. But the only reason they have to kill enemies is they will get melted otherwise. So they mentioned earlier as well, there's a camo on this level. Since you picked up the camo, you're invisible for quite a while. No enemies will see you. And you can just run straight past them then. I always love watching this area, especially where they are now. Running around here trying to get to the ridgeline. Because there's so much I can just kill you if you're not careful. They just clean them up so quick. It's insane. So Cordy probably has camo now. I don't know how big this delay is still.
Yeah, I just picked it up.
Oh wow, timing. And yeah, with
Yeah.
this he'll just be completely invisible. And he can just run past this, so he doesn't have to kill the enemies here. And then there'll be a bunch of sleeping grunts, there'll be a couple of elites, some grunts in turrets. And while we're in Viz, it's just so much easier to take them out.
Cord is about 20 seconds ahead of me. So it's pretty close.
So once I've killed enough enemies here as well, this giant pad with the big old like tractor beam looking thing, enemies are gonna start coming down it, and there's 8 waves,
Yeah, 8.
Yep.
I want to say. Yeah, cool. It's different on different difficulties. That's why I'm confused by it. Yeah, there's 8 waves, and instead of dealing with them normally, it's gonna be grenades again. If you can't tell, grenades are very powerful in this game as well. They're like mini nukes. Yeah, they're both pretty close, and this bit can be, if one enemy lives, then it can be a bit iffy.
Mine went pretty well.
Yep, Cordy got a clean lift clear. Chronos had a little hiccup. Yeah, and after that there'll be 2 hunters drop down. Some of the tankiest things in the game. And it's already dead. Yeah, 1 sniper shot in the back of the hunters will kill it. But so will like 1 pistol bullet in the back. Pistol was insane in this game as well. Those I don't remember or haven't played. Pistol is it's a machine. So Cordy's setting up a skip and Chronos will be setting up soon, called Belly Skip. So you go up that lift, and you're in the belly of the beast, you're in the belly of the ship. And there's meant to be, I think, 6 waves of enemies that come through, and you have to kill all of them, and then go through. But you'll see Cordiaxiz and Chronos now as well. Throw a bunch of grenades at a Wraith, and they've stood in a very specific spot. The Wraith will explode, put them inside the Wraith, and looking in some very like pixel perfect areas with the right movement, you can get bumped upwards above the map. And there's like a very thin beam that they can stand on, and then there's a bunch of out of bounds movement. This is one of the most impressive tricks. Very precise, very difficult to learn. And you'll notice they'll be swapping graphics as well. So there's a couple of versions of CE that you can run. There's the one that came out in 2003 on PC, which we just call like the Gearbox version, or 2003, which doesn't have these new graphics, and that's one everyone ran until MCC PC released CE this year. And with that, you have the option to swap graphics. And looking at these new graphics, usually this whole out of bounds area on old graphics is all invisible, so you have to learn where to go, like from memory. And it's a lot easier if you can like see a rough box of where you're meant to jump to. And we'll see that play a big part in a run on the later level as well. Yeah, there's a lot of hallways coming up. They're just going through. Chronos coming up, or probably already done, a really cool grenade jump, which is kind of insane. You have to like climb this whole area, but you can just use a bunch of grenades and an overshield just to propel yourself to the top, and you'll see Cordy get to it soonish. But basically, when you pick up the overshield, it just gives you like 3 extra layers of shield or something like that. And while it's generating, you're invincible. So that's why he can survive like 4 grenades. Because without overshield, that would 100% kill you. So that's pretty cool. And again, we'll see that on a later level. So yeah, the whole objective for this level is you're a guy called Captain Keys. He's very smart. He keeps getting captured, and you got to go rescue him. So you just find through all these hallways, and you notice they're just killing all the enemies as well. Even though they could like run past these couple of jackals, they have to escort Keys back through these hallways. And if the enemies are alive, they will shoot and kill him. And if he dies, then that like the game treats it as you dying, and you have to go back a checkpoint.
My jackal is trolling me.
So yeah, Chronos is in the prison area now. Just a room clear. He'll get Keys and escort him back. So there's another betraying thing you guys do here, and I can't explain that. I don't know if one of you guys can.
Yeah, we just need the Marines to be aggro to us at the end section of the mission, so then it skips a bunch of dialogue. So we just have to kill enough Marines for that to happen, and that's normally 2.
You'll notice when they're running along in this end section, or when Chronos is running along now, he'll probably be shooting the ground a couple times with a plasma pistol just to like keep the Marines alerted on him. But yeah, this level's meant to be a lot longer, but for reasons I don't know, if the Marines are aggroed, the level ends way sooner.
The nade stack is what makes you not have to continue past that point.
Yeah,
Oh, the nade stack.
yeah,
Oh,
it
no.
skips a trigger where normally you would have to end level.
I didn't know that. So that nade skip is way more important than I thought it was.
Yeah, it saves like another like little while.
Yeah, so not only does it save walking up, it just saves
Mhm.
the end of the level. Yeah, Chronos just went back to that room, killed the rest of the camo elites, and he's done. So Silent Cartographer is the next level, which has another grenade stack, or another grenade jump, with a way more insane lineup than the one they just did, which is absolutely insane. This is also one of the shorter levels. Not the shortest, one of the shortest though. can be done in under 4 minutes, I believe. Or is it under 3 now? I can't remember.
Under 3. Under 3.
3.
Like,
Jeez.
not counting the cutscene.
So yeah, as soon as he drops off that pelican, you got a bunch of your boys fighting. I'm gonna help him. Chief really doesn't like his teammates, and he just walks away.
I almost
Nah, I'm
got
not
killed
dealing
by
with that.
Keys. I actually did get killed by Keys right as the level ended.
Thankfully, that still ends the level though.
Yeah.
So yeah, as the level's ending, you can die or Keys can die on TNR, and it'll still count. So yeah, this is a pretty beach walk. You'll notice most of the time they'll be in old graphics as well, even though they can switch to the newer ones. The main reason is, well, for the older graphics, there's a lot of lineups that they learn on old graphics, and there's no point in relearning on new. And also, there's a lot of the textures on new graphics don't line up with a collision.
Yeah.
Which is rough. And I know, like, the best example I know of is on one of the later levels called the Library, which is renowned for being extremely difficult. There's a whole room that has like rockets in, and on new graphics they just put a wall over it for some reason. So if you play on new graphics, you just think it's a wall unless you like run into the wall. They're not lined up very good at all.
Oh, that
Yeah,
wall.
you'll notice. It's great. You'll notice Chronos has got a warhog, and he's doing a thing called hog fling, which is that door where the elite was. That door will usually close, and then you got to go through. Like, you got to backtrack, go through a whole bunch of stuff, kill a bunch of enemies. It's not fun. But if you launch yourself with a warhog to get through the door, then you can skip basically the whole level. And then he drops down, presses a button, and then you're going to walk back up. And then this will be the cool stack he does. Again with an overshield. Very conveniently placed. And this lineup's insane. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tidy. That is so cool. So yeah, that saves a ton of time. Doing that big old grenade jump back up.
Actually doesn't save as much as you would think, but it saves quite a lot still.
It's way more than walking back up, especially on Legendary. I know there's a camo going the other way, which definitely helps, but it's still not fun. So yeah, Cordiaxiz has just got that hog fling. One thing I never mentioned, as soon as they get that, they'll shoot walking through a hallway. So cutscene's meant to play. But if you're shooting or if you throw a grenade or anything, then the cutscene just doesn't play. And we'll see Cordiaxiz setting up this grenade stack. Or Chronos is
messed
at the end
up
of the
my-
level.
Secondly.
So yeah, it's very precise. So even though Cordy only messed up one grenade, that's still like he didn't get the height required. So it's very precise. And you'll see him shoot just to get the timing down. I know some people do that at least. And they have to watch their grenade count when playing this level as well, just to make sure they get the right amount. And that's why they kill the elite when they fling through the door.
Here we go. Third try.
Nice. So yeah, Cordiaxiz just has some backtracking, and then he'll be done with the level as well. Where Chronos has just started Assault on the Control Room. And this level, you practically don't play it. One of the biggest skips of the game is at the very start of this level. You'll just walk through a couple of hallways, blah blah blah, and then you got a giant bridge you're meant to go over. And this level takes quite a while, casually. And yeah, this skip makes you do the level in about 4 minutes. Which, instead of just walking over the bridge, you just jump off the bridge. Oh no, wait, you're legendary. I forgot. Instead of doing that, they'll take a Banshee. I completely forgot. On easy, you jump off the bridge, and then you'll just drive a vehicle. But on legendary, there's an enemy Banshee. You'll see he stands in a certain spot, and he'll crouch at a certain time, and that manipulates the Banshee into like flying against the wall and flipping, and then he can just take it and fly to the end of the level.
Second try because the first time I crouched too early. So we're fine.
Yeah, that's a really cool strat. So yeah, Chronos gonna be doing a lot of flying. Cordy's gonna be setting up. If you have any donations at all, this would be a perfect time.
Unfortunately, we do not, other than the one that I announced that got cut off during the Devil's Attorney run from BitPixel for $7.77 towards Strawberry wearing a dude romper.
Sounds fun. I am kind of PB pace right now, but not really. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, this level's just a lot of flying. And opening doors, flying through the doors. Very fun.
Like if
Until
I
the
get
end.
the good next 2 levels here, and then actually don't get screwed over on library, I'll be even with my PB. So,
That'd be nuts. With that POA you had as well.
I mean, my POA wasn't that bad. It was a 448.
Oh, that's okay. I thought it'd be worse with the checkpoint glitch.
my bad level was Halo. That was really bad. But yeah, I lost like a minute to 1 death. Yeah, these splits have a failed bool in them. So my
bool
TB is 12
there's the-
minutes in these splits when I can get it like 10. So
Ball is a very nasty trick.
Bool and
Hopefully
10.
we'll- So you'll see Chronos setting up some Banshee teleports, which are still kind of insane. Similar in the sense to how they got teleported on TNR with the Wraith. They would kind of just, instead of like going fully inside the vehicle, they're gonna stand in certain spots and punch it in the certain spots, and it teleports them extremely far. Like, insanely far. And Chronos got it like perfect. That's insane. And he'll be doing another one to the very end of the level. These teleports look so easy. It's like, yeah, just punch it twice. Like, what's so hard about that? No, it's so precise. And you don't get checkpoints on this level, do you?
yeah, you can delay 1 checkpoint to the first teleport, which is what I did. It's very safe.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll have no checkpoints any other time, so yeah. Can
Yeah.
be very scary.
If you messed up delaying that checkpoint or just forget to, and you fail one of them teleports, so like you can get teleported like inside, well, it's like nothingness, just inside a bunch of walls. You will just die and go back like a couple
You know,
minutes.
there
or
is
so.
an easy solution to that though. Just don't fail the teleports.
That is
Yeah.
a very good solution.
I actually
That
haven't
is
failed
my
teleports
solution.
in quite a while, so yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are like pros, that's why.
Well, it's
So-
it's not like I grinded this level for like days, months.
Yeah, Court's probably one of the best at AOTCR.
I did fail Banshee Craft twice though.
Oh,
But that's fine.
you're fine.
Ups and downs. Yeah, next level that Cronus is on. 343 Guilty Spark. It's honestly pretty fun. Pretty scary if you're a kid playing this game for the first time. Probably have nightmares. Thankfully we can just skip the whole nightmare section. Yeah, so this is the level where you meet the Flood, which is a different type of enemy. They're like a weird zombie kind of thing, for lack of a better term for it. And there's a room which is meant to reveal them. Reveal room, we call it. And you can skip it. And guess what it's called? Reveal room skip. I'm very good at this. And this is some dodgy collision. So Chronos will do a grenade jump, get like inside the floor above him, do a couple of like precise jumps, some precise walking, like along the little railings, and skip it.
I just played it safe there. I've been failing the last jump of the reveal skip, so I just waited for a checkpoint there.
I do that as well, because I always fail it every time.
So Chronos just doing that jump there, he is now about halfway through the level.
Yep.
And yeah, that's a huge skip. That was like one of the holy grails people wanted to find for a long time. And it was only like a couple years ago, I believe, he got found.
Do you happen to know when?
I don't know exactly when.
Wasn't it a different... It was on the other side of the room, actually, when it first got found,
Yeah.
right?
Because I think I started running around the time the new reveal skip got found, where it's like the alternative setup that we do now.
Yeah.
I remember the very original, like, pass kind of one of it, I think was like 2015, and that was some weird elevator clip, but that was borderline impossible to do unless you're segmenting. I believe that was Savu that found that. Very good runner as well. One thing I forgot to mention is Chronos did a jump called Camo
Oh wait!
Oh?
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fine. This is Chronos backup strats anyways, because... I don't know.
Because why not? So yeah, Chronos will be going up to the surface. Oh, you'll see Cordiaxiz will be coming up to the reveal room skip as well. I think it's just really cool, because like, if you're out of bounds, and you jump back into try and go inbounds, the game's like, yeah, you know, come on in. Because every single wall in this game, as far as I'm aware, is like one way in that sense. So you can just come back inbounds very easily. And yeah, Chronos is right at the end of the level now. So I remember this was a big thing for ages. I don't know the exact date, but people couldn't figure out why this level like ended at different times. On Legendary, especially. And it just turns out there's like 2 sentinels that spawn that are meant to help you. If you kill them, the level just ends quicker. Like, way quicker. So you notice Chronos picks up a plasma rifle. Probably the only time, if not one of the only times. Just because that's a surprisingly good weapon for these flying little robots. I guess the game panics, and it's like, oh, the player has, like, no help. You know, okay, end the level quick. And it's, you know, it's not like they don't need help, because the next level's Library. A very notorious level for being extremely hard. Very unforgiving, very boring level casually. Some really cool skips, though. So one of the big things you'll always see on this level is, hopefully we see it a few times, it's door skips. And we'll be doing something called flood bumping, which Chronos has got a flood buddy with him. Like a specific type of flood, it's just easier. It's possible with all forms of flood, but I just believe it's easier with this one. He'll take it to the door, murder it, and some of them can revive. And when they revive, the game doesn't like you being inside something else. In that sense, sounds weird. The game does not like you being inside another enemy, and will eject you out. And if you stand in the right spot, it will eject you into the door. And then you can just walk through it. we can tell if they're revivers or not is you'll see Chronos shot it twice. If they're not revivers, they take more shots. So you'll see
Yeah,
they'll
it's
like
two
shoot them.
shots for any reviver on legendary. On other difficulties, it's one for a pistol.
Yeah. So you'll see they'll shoot enemies and they'll be like, oh, you know, he's not a reviver, and that's how they know, just because he took an extra bullet. And yeah, this is the flood that got revealed in the last level. These enemies, they're not like overly bad, but you get some of them that can have rocket launchers, and that's not nice. They will ruin your day. And the shotgun ones as well. They're the two bad ones. So yeah, there's, what, 2 elevators on this level that you take? And yeah, you're just trying to get to the top floor.
They're not Jackal Snipe.
Oh god. You just made every Halo 2 runner have, like, PTSD. So yeah, hopefully we'll see Cordy. He's just started library. Get some flood bumps as well.
You don't need to see the start of my library.
The start of your library is fantastic. Second try nade jump. Beautiful. So yeah, there's a fair bit of walking until we get to some of them doors again. And these doors, they can take quite a while to open. Because there's this little robot flying with you called Spark. He's your buddy for a while at least. And he's like, yeah, please wait here. You know, just fight this horde of enemies while I open the door. As you can see, Chronos is fighting very good.
Yes. Fighting.
This is a very difficult fight.
Oh my gosh, look how many of them there are.
Yeah.
I'm going for
this one's
carrier
rough.
bump.
Are you
I'll
going
do
for carrier bump?
Do it.
Oh boy.
Or
So-
Trashathon.
Carrier, that's not something I can explain. Like, carrier bump's very complicated, if one of you guys can.
Kind of like a flood bump, except when the carrier explodes, it spawns popcorn flood. So if the popcorn flood spawn on you, which is a 0.18% or like a 1.8% chance or something, or not 1.8, 18% chance, yeah. Then you can get bumped through the door, but it's RNG, so
And it can crash your game on MCP.
yeah. I haven't tried it recently, so it might be different, but yeah, I don't know. Because I've stopped doing carrier bump because there's really no point to for
I'll
me.
do it just to try and see if I can catch up.
Yeah.
Are you doing the new bull route as well?
Yes.
That's
I just learned it, so it's gonna be kind of scary, but you know, it's faster.
How much faster is the new bull route?
10 seconds? I
Oh
think.
wow. I haven't seen it yet, so it's gonna be cool.
I honestly thought it was more, because tied my previous one with a death. I had no death in the previous one.
Then if that's the case, that's pretty insane.
Like 9.5 minutes with a death. Alright, carrier bump.
You
So
got it?
I'm going for it now.
Yeah, fingers crossed for Cordy. As Chronos said, it's like 18%. It's hard. Hard to get lucky.
Do it right. Now I have to try and
just
survive.
got blown up from behind 3 times. That's stupid.
Welcome to library. This is like a normal thing to happen. Yeah, some of the checkpoints can be unforgiving as well. You notice they'll both have like shotguns. Shotguns are just really good weapons against the flood as well.
We didn't lose time. Survive.
It was gonna be PB pace game, but you had to. What is that guy? Okay. What? Like, he just jumped from behind me and, like, smacked me in the back.
Oh,
That was stupid. Okay. Thank you, game, I guess.
Good old library.
yeah, this is... Library is very unforgiving level.
Well, there goes PB pace. 2 deaths. It's like a minute and a half of time loss. I might even die again here. Please don't.
So yeah, where Cronus is now as well, one of the flood on the other side has a rocket launcher. And you'll see that's one of the first enemies he tries to take out. And because he's trying to deal with that rocket flood, that's when the other enemies like get their chance, and that's just stuff like that can happen. Yeah, this is one of the harder levels in the game for sure. Not just in a speedrun sense, but casually, this is very, very unforgiving.
Yeah, I lost 2 minutes.
That's rough.
Did you finish?
One thing I don't think. No,
Oh.
he's on the second elevator.
Okay.
So,
I think we're like 10 seconds apart now. Or 20.
Probably 20. Those were some stupid library deaths.
I just got on the elevator.
Oh, then you're like 30-ish, 40-ish. Because I'm in the hallway killing the guys with the pistol.
yeah, one thing I don't think we've mentioned is grenades do different
Never mind.
damages. You didn't
Well,
die.
now it's definitely more even because I got
Oh,
I got shot by the shotgun flood when he was getting shot. Like, and the popcorn just ate me because reasons. It's dumb. The library sucks.
yeah, library's one of the biggest run kills for sure. But yeah, what was that? One thing I haven't mentioned is grenades in this game, depending on your difficulty, they'll deal like more or less damage. So on easy, if you're like full shields, full health, and you throw like a frag grenade at yourself on easy, you'll survive with 1 red.
At
whereas
least
on
game was
legendary-
nice to me.
Oh,
Gave me
grenades got
first try. First
Yeah.
try Dark Door.
That's really hype. Yeah, on legendary, if you full shields, full health, and throw a frag grenade at your feet, then you lose like 1 health, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm dying to the popcorn every time.
So they can do a lot more grenades.
Same
One
thing
of
that
the
happens to
elite
me.
flood just won't die every time.
They are vicious.
There we go. Should survive this.
Yeah, just a little bit more walking, just a few more hallways. And then we're out of this level, hopefully.
First try Dark Door.
Good RNG.
And I got pushed through. Little boost.
Light bump time.
Light bump, this is a weird one. I don't even know how to begin explaining this one. But they'll clip inside the door, and then they get pushed, like, upwards. Is it this door? Or I think of a different one.
That's the right thing thinking of. I'm just failing really badly.
So yeah, see Chronos, he's inside the door right now, and while he can just like walk out, there's obviously it's precise. You can get teleported upwards on top of the map, and then it just saves a bit more time. It's a bit easier than having to deal with enemies.
It's just safer or more consistent than what we used to do, which was another flood bump and hope that we get a reviver. If not, the run would just die.
Yeah, you'd have to sit there, right? Just around the corner.
Yeah, for like 90 seconds.
Yeah. So Cordy's just doing the same skip.
I
now.
might play TB kind of aggressively because technically this is still PB pace. I have no idea how.
Yeah, so TB being the next level, playing that aggressively can be super scary. Because you have to hit like a ton of triggers in a specific order. And if you miss one trigger, then you will not hit any of the other triggers. And then that's just a game of flying back and figuring out what trigger you missed. And
Please
then
give me
hitting
this
them all
bump.
again.
Or not.
Yeah, and you can see where Cronus is now. He shot that flood twice, and then because he shot it twice and didn't die, just knew it wasn't going to be a reviver, so he just put it out of his misery and shotgunned it.
No bump. Unfortunate. Yeah, this isn't gonna be PB pace, but it could still be a solid run if I get a decent TB. Too bad I lost a full 2 minutes on library. Probably like 3, though, because light bump was terrible as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
those
got the
definitely bad
last
for the
bump.
whole way.
I haven't had that in ages. Months.
Same. Last bump is dumb. RNG is so terrible for that.
So yeah, Cronus is coming up to the end of the level, where you get a minute cutscene that you can't skip.
Five, 105. I can get like a 115, maybe 116 on this run, which is pretty solid actually.
That'd be a really good time, especially for a marathon.
Only I didn't die twice, 3 times.
Wait, how are you
Stupid
only
stuff.
115 pace? Cause I can still PB with this.
Because I'm saying TV is 10 minutes. Your TV's probably way faster than mine, so.
It's 9:30, but it has time save on it still. And I've like, let's see, minute behind-ish. A minute time save on keys. I'm bad.
Actually, am I tied with you right now? What time are you out of
You're very
library?
close.
He just yoinked my key.
Like, what time are you out of library, Cord?
Let's see when cutscene ends. $54.57.
Then you're ahead of me. The heck?
Huh.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
That's interesting.
What was yours?
5503.
Only 6 seconds apart. Right, maths.
Or it's gonna beat me by another 0.5 second time again. It's
Just
going to
like
be so
always.
tilty. 3.
Streak doesn't die.
There is a cool little thing that. Wait, Chris, did you press the button twice? Or.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to go back and press it again, right? Or.
Yep.
Yeah. So pressing the button twice. Like, you have to press the button once to open the door. But pressing it twice, door will open, but like the enemies won't load. Which means you can just like run through that fine to get the Banshee, fly back, press the button, and then you can just fly past the enemies instead. Which I guess if you like fully YOLO it, if that's feasible, would be faster, but that's a
Is
lot harder
the IL
because it's a ton of
strat.
crap to deal with. It's just way too much to deal with for a full game though. And this is an insane skip, which this was one of the worst levels for the speedrun because there were like practically 0 skips. Like there's a couple in the old route, but a new strat was found called Bull or Banshee out of level, and the whole premise of the skip is you take the Banshee, which is that flying purple thing. Chronos got rigged. Oh, your Sentinels, jeez. And yeah, so you'll take the Banshee, you get out of bounds with the Banshee, and you just fly. And this is a very scary moment, because if they miss one trigger while out of bounds, they have to do a ton of backtracking.
Well,
So
technically it
it's
was
not gonna be
known
quick.
for quite a while, but we couldn't do
Oh,
it
yeah.
because we didn't have, like, we couldn't see anything while out of bounds.
Yeah, it's been known, it was done, like 2016, 2017? I think? Maybe a bit earlier. But that was on console, because MCC's been on console since 2014. And you need these new graphics to see where they go. So you'll see they'll do this whole next section of new graphics. So yeah, Chronos has successfully done it. And now he has, I don't know how many triggers to hit.
A lot.
Yeah, there's a ton. But they're playing new graphics for this. So the reason it wasn't done before on the 2003 version of this game is because you wouldn't see anything. On the old graphics, you just see absolutely nothing out of bounds. But on new graphics, you can see everything. So they'll be on new graphics.
Always
You
like
two are
8
in sync.
seconds apart.
Like,
What's your timer at?
Oh, no,
you're
448.
You're like 40 seconds ahead of me, actually.
so, yeah, this is, I mean, RTA is extremely close. But Keys, this is, you'll see them both reset immediately. And you're trying to, is it you press reload?
Restart.
We restart mission at the first frame.
Oh, okay. Was it the old one you press reload or something? Like the manip for the flood bump?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of under the hood stuff they do. But this flood that spawns, they'll do some certain stuff. And this flood is now guaranteed to be a reviver for both of them. So they can just bump through the wall. This is the shortest level in the game as well. Not quite under 2 minutes. The post-game screen, if they had time, would be under 2 minutes because it doesn't include the cutscene. But the timing rules will include cutscenes. I think record's what, 2... It's not 218, is it? Slightly
It is
quicker?
218.
It is 218.
I think on Legendary and on Easy. I
Yeah.
think 217 is theoretically possible on Easy. But, yeah. It's really rough.
It's a very, very quick level. So this is Keys. This is the guy we saved on the 3rd mission. Yeah, he's dead. So, good
Third
old Keys.
mission, and then try to save on the 4th mission.
The cutscenes are insane.
The cutscenes are, yeah.
it
This is also
as in
nightmare
sync
fuel.
as the reload in Halo 3 race?
Oh, no, it's like really
Cody's like
close
a
though. It's like
second and
2
a half
seconds.
behind. Yeah. So, yeah, because this level's very long casually as well. You want to like go forward, go underground, kill a bunch of stuff, come back up. Oh, it's a ball like. But doing that flood bump at the start, you just go backwards. Because thankfully, basically the last area is just loaded, and you just go there, get keys, and then you just backtrack to the actual last area, and they'll just drop down a bit, wait for some banshees to spawn, and then they just take one of the banshees.
Okay,
And
I
then the
have to
level
just
10's like
hope
10
I
seconds.
play Maw better than Cord.
That is pretty easy to
It's
do.
basically that's what I need to do in order to win.
My maws are horrible.
So yeah, these banshees like don't collide with any of the world as well, and so they could just like fly through the walls if they wanted. Chronos vouch just for staying still, and Cordy vouch for just flying where the cutscene does. But yeah, they can just like take them anywhere. They're just
This
waiting
is
for the level 10.
actually gonna be like my best
Oh,
marathon time.
I golded.
That's pog.
Golded? That's
Golded
insane.
keys. I gold
yeah.
Maw than IPB.
Moore's a hard level as well. Well, it's like not as hard as the others, but it's not exactly easy either.
It's
Are you
very
guys doing
precise.
the?
Yep,
It is a precise level. You're doing the bump.
yep.
Of course.
Of
There's
course. Yeah,
no
naturally.
reason.
What a dumb
Unfortunately.
question to ask.
Unfortunately,
dumb-
we do.
Yeah. So yeah, this bump. I remember someone said it was like sub-pixel perfect.
It.
It's
yeah,
not
Wait.
sub-pixel perfect,
It's pretty
Yeah,
perfect.
it's like,
but it
It's-
is like extremely
close.
precise for sure.
yeah. I remember when people were learning it, like people were saying, yeah, if you're not getting it, wiggle your mouse around and try again. So it changes the sub-pixels. People thought it was like that precise. If it isn't, like it's super close. But they want to look in a very, very specific
Oh,
spot on
first
the door.
try. Let's go.
As if.
You got it first try. I
First
got it
try.
third
The
try.
long teleport as well.
Agree.
I'm going for the
Absolutely.
overshield. I'm not doing the non-overshield strat.
No one's blaming you.
I don't do it either.
Didn't you do it in your last like PB?
On easy, you do it. On
Oh yeah,
legendary,
on
that-
easy you don't get it. But I thought that was a ledge run you were doing.
Oh shoot. Well, this is bad.
Well,
Oh,
we
you-
guess we are on pace to PB. If I do reactors right.
So yeah, they both went for overshield.
Gord's gonna
so
win!
There's a rocket
Come
jump they
on.
usually do.
I don't have
Yeah,
the
rocket
health
jump.
for rocket jump, so yeah,
Yeah,
Cord
Chronos
wins
lost his
unless
overshield.
unless
and,
Cord like chokes reactors really badly. He's
Or scripts
got
an
this in the
explosion.
bag. Or, yeah.
I
that's
rocket
the
jumped
only
way
way.
too early.
Oh, okay.
There we go. It's fine. Not big time loss.
Yeah, this is insanely close, RTA. This is very, very close. So they have 4 things to blow up. So you'll see him like open the switches, well, press the switches, put a rocket in there, put a grenade in there, something. Afterwards there's a lift ride, and then it's a pretty cool Warhog run to the end of the game.
Okay. We're in there.
Oh, Cronus pressed the buttons wrong time, I think. Yeah, that's a press
I
it
didn't.
again.
I had to wait for the cycle. That's what happened.
No.
Oh, no.
I chain reacted.
Here's your checkpoint.
Right before the elevator.
Okay,
it's not
that's
bad.
stupid!
That's a very lucky checkpoint.
What is that bullshit?
What?
god.
Chronos got like bumped by the
I
elevator or
got
something.
geo bumped and out of it. So that's so dumb. Okay. Well, Cord, unless something bad happens to you, you win by
I mean,
like
I'll have
a tiny bit.
360 lag and lag barrels always.
Who's gonna win RTA? It's gonna be so close.
Yeah, this is insanely close. This is really good. Yeah, it's just some Warhog driving, some pretty pog Warhog driving. There's a couple things. They'll be doing a 360. They'll be doing barrels, which is right at the very end. Yeah, when it comes down to barrels, that'll be the sad thing.
It's
The
happened
only
before.
thing that's yeah, but it's always sad. The only thing
I've
that's,
beat
like, really
Chronos
out
by
of my control,
0.7 seconds before.
Yes.
just because of barrels.
No, like
Or,
yeah, 0.7 seconds was the closest race between Cord and I. We also had one where we were 7 seconds and 70 seconds apart. So yeah, Cord and I pretty even. So this is probably another third race, fourth race that we're super close again. Always happens with us.
there's one thing that will be out of their control that will kill them, called a scripted explosion. So all these explosions you see, well, yeah, they're all scripted, but they can just kill you sometimes. And if one of them happens, like on top of them, that can just kill you.
It happens because did you like drive over a bunch of flood before it happens? So it can chain react with the grenades that they have a chance to drop. It can
Oh.
kill you.
Jeez, okay. I didn't know that. That's cool.
You can survive it, but there's a high chance you just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice they both got timers as well before the whole thing they're on explodes. And there's only a 10-second difference. Oh god.
I'm so ready for lag barrels. Come on.
Oh, Cord's in the lead RTA wise as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Cordy is.
Okay.
His
Cord's
time is
like a
10 seconds
minute
ahead of
e-
yours.
Yeah, he's a minute ahead of me in game time. Hey,
Well,
buddy.
Yeah.
RTA
The
minus
time where
loads.
the minute get picked up, but that person gets shot down. Instead of just sitting there and dying, you have to keep track. But because they just get shot down, you just skip them anyway. The next big thing coming up is the 360 swag.
Can I get some 360 lag Kevin Turtles in the chat for MCC?
Get some Kevin Turtles going.
Because for some reason this 360 lags like crazy.
Who's gonna win RTA wise, guys? That's the important
Oh,
part.
I did it. No
Man.
lag.
Lagless 360.
Well, it was laggy, but I still did it. Now I need to
Well, that
do
was a
lag
clean
barrels.
360. What's Chronos' 360 looking like? Oh, Cordy won for the 360 style points though.
Yeah.
That was almost
Sure.
perfect.
I didn't get lag barrels.
And this is it. It's just fitting the hog between these barrels. Oh, Cordy's done it!
Hey.
Cord
Gold.
wins 3.
Cord wins. GG.
Cord, you won by a minute.
The streak
62
continues.
seconds.
Yeah, is that 41-second PB as well?
It's a fake PB. These are MCC splits. I think I was like
Ah, okay.
40 seconds off of actual PB,
Damn.
which does not use Bool. Now we get to watch the elite grab Johnson's ass.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's they're different in different cutscenes, right? The different graphics.
They're different
I
I
think
think
someone
so.
told me.
on difficulty.
Yeah, on difficulty, only Legendary has this ending.
Yeah, only Legendary has the ending. I remember someone told me. I think it's like on new graphics. The elite grabs his back. On classic, they grab his ass. Something like that. So keep it PG.
Yeah, once again, Cord, please. Why? Literally every single time we race, it's so close, and then Cord always wins. It's like rigged. It's always rigged. I swear. Whatever. It was
That was
fun
a very
race.
good
This is a
race,
fun,
Very
fun
close.
race.
Yeah.
GG's to both of you.
GG's.
All right, I'm gonna have to invalidate that race because it was not trash at all.
That's true. Yeah.
mean-
Invalid.
The last level is a pretty trash level, if you ask me.
Consummate display of skill on the part of both runners.
100%.
So,
You.
what's that?
Said 100% for sure. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Well, thank you both for participating in Trashathon, and let's move on to the next run because we're already behind schedule.
Good iCarly too.
I mean, we saved a bunch of time to the schedule, didn't we? Like 10 minutes. So
Like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
that's
putting
true,
you
that's
on
true.
schedule. So, okay.
Thank you for having us.